Hello, good afternoon, students. In the last class, we have solved the quadratic equation, the general form of quadratic equation by the method of computing square. We have got the roots as x equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac. And we have also discussed that there are exactly two roots of a quadratic equation. Today we will discuss about the symmetrical functions of the roots of the quadratic equation. Now see, when we will solve the general form by we have got this. There are two roots denoted by alpha, positive one, and beta, negative one. Now try to find the sum of roots. This plus this minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac by twice a plus minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by twice a. So this is the LCM. So this is minus b plus under root. This is just simplification of adding two fractional number like that, plus minus b, it will become minus b square minus 4ac. So this is cancel obviously. We have got minus b by twice a, either beta plus alpha or alpha plus beta. This is called symmetrical function. So we will learn it as sum of roots will be minus b by a. That is like in a quadratic polynomial, sum of 0 is minus b by a. Now we will try to find product of roots. The roots are alpha into beta, so minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac by twice a into, given the bracket, minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by twice a. Okay, see very clear. It is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. You have identities a square minus b square. By you have to multiply denominator 4a square. No, so how much will get b square minus, when you will do a square root will remove and see the minus sign. Sign will change, plus 4ac by 4a square. What we will get? 4ac by 4a square, then we will get c by a. This is two important relations. We have discovered that sum of roots of a quadratic equation is minus b by a and product is c by a. Understood? This is the sum of roots minus b by a, product of root c by a. Now I will discuss about the nature of roots of a quadratic equation. Nature of roots. Nature of roots of a quadratic equation. See, in the formula of quadratic equation, under root minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by twice a, this portion b square minus 4ac is called discriminant. And nature of roots of any quadratic equation depends on this discriminant. Okay, it decides the nature of roots. It determines the nature of, so it is called discriminant. Now there are two conditions. B square minus 4ac will be equal to 0. First condition, take it, if b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, what will happen? This will become 0. Then what is left? X equal to only, what will get? X equal to only minus b by twice a. But you know why coefficient have exactly 2 roots. Here you have got only this only. So same thing you have to repeat 2 times, no? The roots will be b square, b minus b by twice a minus b by twice a. Okay? Because a coefficient have exactly 2 roots. You can write 1. Even I told you, no, if twice x square equal to 0 is a quadratic equation, then we will get x square equal to 0, then x equal to 0, you can't write. Roots are, we will write 0, 0, because always 2, 0. So what you observe? See, these 2 roots are same only, equal, and free from any radical sign. So here, if a, b, c are rational number, then roots are what? What will get? Roots are equal and rational also. You can say rational also, or real also, or rational numbers here. So this condition, if b square minus 4 is equal to 0, roots are equal, real and equal. Now why b square minus 4 is equal to 0? It may not be equal to 0. Second condition. If may not be equal to 0, then again 2 conditions. It will be either greater than 0 or less than 0. So let us take first greater than 0. Greater than 0 means, see, this is always under root in the formula. Greater than 0 can be like this, can be like this, can be like this, okay? So first condition that it is not equal to 0, the roots will not be equal. The roots will not be equal, then roots will be unequal or different or distinct. Roots are distinct, not equal. And see, the number under the root is a positive, means called what number? Real number. It is not negative, no? To real. You can say that if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then roots of a quadratic equation real and unequal. Real and you can write unequal also, or distinct. Now, if it is greater than 0, then again there are 2 conditions. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 and it is like this is greater than 0, no, b square minus 4ac, under the root always, like this also. So what is this? Perfect square. This is not a perfect square. So take first one, and a perfect square. Okay. Perfect square means like this, 9, 16. Then what will happen? The root will remove, okay? This type of number, what you call? Rational number. Then the roots will be rational and distinct also, unequal also, because it is not equal to 0, no? Now, as I told you, there are 2 conditions. Why always perfect square? May not be perfect square. So b square minus 4ac greater than 0, but not a perfect square. Not a perfect square means like this. It might be 17, it might be 11, then root sign will still there. You don't have an exact square root, but not a perfect square. Not a perfect square, and then the sign will, radical sign will remain here, and you know it's called a irrational number. Then what you will get? Then the roots are irrational. And it will, of course, it will be distinct, or you can say unequal also. Okay. See the condition. If b square minus 4ac equals 0, then roots will be real and equal. Either rational or irrational, there is a different thing. It is not. Okay. Rational because to 0 is to always then if it is not equal 0, it will be greater than 0 or less than 0. First we have taken greater than 0, then roots will not be equal. Not be equal means different, but it will be real, because greater than 0 means either perfect square or not a perfect square. So if perfect square, then rational. If not a perfect square, then irrational. So you know, rational and irrational together called real. The roots will be real. If perfect square greater than 0, greater than 0 and a perfect square, then roots will be distinct and rational. If perfect square, if greater than 0 but not a perfect square, root will be distinct, unequal, but it will be rational. Now, why always greater than 0? It can be less than 0 also. So if b square minus 4ac less than 0, only one condition. Less than 0 means like this, minus 4, or like this, minus 5. You know, these are not real. Negative number under the root is not real number. Then no real root. No real root. No real roots will get. Roots will not be real. So if not real, it is called imaginary. Understood? Here are some nature of roots. There are some more conditions you need it. Okay. So is it clear? Can I repeat it once? Equal to 0, then roots will be rational and equal. Greater than 0, then roots will be not equal, unequal and real. Greater than 0 and perfect square, then rational. Greater than 0 but not a perfect square, then irrational. Less than 0 means the roots are not real, it will be imaginary. Okay. Now some more important condition you need to find. Condition for, let first one, number, what you have done, number 4, 5, what you will, let's suppose 5. Condition for the roots to be reciprocal. On what condition the roots of quadratics are reciprocal? Understood? One is 2, then the other should be 1 by 2, like that. Now find out. Directly condition I am not going to, you can determine the condition, you can discover the condition. So write down, let the roots are alpha and 1 by alpha. Reciprocal means what? If one root is alpha, then the other will be 1 by alpha. Then what is product of root formula, you know? What is product of root? First into second, c by a, okay? Then here what you will get? Alpha cancel, so 1 equal to c by a. So what you will get? C equal to a. This is the condition. Understood? I am talking about general form. If both c and a are equal, then roots will be reciprocal to each other. See here, 3x square minus 10x plus 3 equal to 0. You will find the roots, then what you will get? X equal to, using the formula minus b, which is not 10 now here, minus 10 now, plus minus under root minus b square minus 4 ac by twice a. So how much you will get? 10 minus plus minus what will be here? 100 minus how much you get? 36, 64 by 6. So 10 plus minus 8 by 6. You can separate positive, negative, what you will get? 10 plus 8 by 6, 10 minus 8 by 6. So what you will get here? 18 by 6, here 2 by 6. So 3 and 1 by 3. We have got 3 and 1 by 3 roots are reciprocal. Why? Because C equal to A. So this is the first condition. Understood? The condition for the roots to be reciprocal. What is the condition? C equal to A. One example. Okay. Now, condition for the roots to be equal in magnitude. But opposite in sign. Condition for the roots to be equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. I am not saying the condition directly answer, try to discover. So right now, let the roots be alpha and minus alpha. Should be equal in magnitude but sign are different. What is sum of roots? Sum of roots you already know, minus b by a. Here what you will get? Alpha minus alpha 0 minus b by a. So minus b cross multiply you will get 0, matlab b equal to 0. This is the condition. If b equal to 0, then roots will be equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. B means in the general form, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then b equal to 0 means only pure quadratic equation you can say. See the example, if x square minus 9 is a quadratic equation where b is 0, when we will solve, what we will get? X equal to plus minus 3, okay? What are the roots? 3 and minus 3. What you have got? Equal in magnitude, but see the sign opposite. Understood? So nowadays, 50% MCQ question, more MCQ questions you are getting. These are important ones. If these concepts are clear, you can do faster. Any more condition you can think of you? Condition for one of the root is 0. Okay. Now, let us find out. Let the roots be alpha and alpha is already 0, no? So what is product of root? What you will get? What you will get? Because A cannot be 0, no? C equal to 0. This is the condition. If C equal to 0, C in the general form we are talking about. In the general form, if C equal to 0, A cannot be equal to 0, no? if c equal to 0, then the roots will be equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. Can you find one example? Suppose 3x square minus 6x equal to 0. What is a here? 3b minus c is 0 here. If you take 3x common, what will get? X minus 2 equal to 0. What is x equal to 0 and to one of the root is 0. So this is called the symmetrical functions of roots of a quadratic equation as well as nature of roots of a quadratic equation. Using this, you can have many sums in exercises can be done. I will give you the sum also. Okay, now next is to determine the quadratic equation if the roots are given. To form a quadratic equation if the roots are given. Okay, if alpha and beta are the roots of a quadratic equation, and how you can form the quadratic equation. See the general form. General form of quadratic equation: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. Now, if you will take a common here, na, what you will get? X square, so a is not common here, but that to class 7, 8 has to answer, but you are a, what will be here? B by a plus c by a equal to 0. Since a is not equal to 0, no. What options you have? Only this equal to 0. Can you write this? X square minus b by a into x plus c by a. So what you will get? What is this is x squared. What is minus b by a? Already we have discovered here sum of roots. We have already derived no product of roots. So this is the formula to form a quadratic equation if the roots are given. If roots are alpha and beta, then quadratic equation you can form x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots. Okay, one more note you can note down. If the roots are irrational, irrational roots of a quadratic equation occur in pair and is conjugate of each other. The proof is not included in the syllabus, so just you remember is that what do you mean by irrational in the form of a plus root b, a plus root b. Now here, if a plus root be one root, then conjugate means the other root must be a minus root b. Okay. If alpha is 2 plus root 3, beta will be 2 minus 3. The proof is not included in the syllabus. I will explain you. This is not required. Now just you remember it. If the roots of a quadratic equation are irrational, then it will be unequal, but one will be conjugate of the, if one root is a plus root b, the other will be a minus root b and vice versa. Understood? You need to remember it. Okay, so today this much only. In the next class we will discuss you some very important sums based on what we have done today.